Would you like to learn how to use the right footwork on your forehand when your opponent hits a deep shot to you? Well, in this video, we're going to show you exactly how to do it. My name is Jeff Salzenstein. I'm the founder of Tennis Evolution, one of the leading online tennis instruction websites in the world. And I am committed to helping players. That's why we have our YouTube channel. That's why we create amazing content on our website. And we want to help you. Make sure your notifications are turned on so you can get updated on all the latest videos that we release every single week. Let's get started with this video today. So we're going to show a point. It's a very short point because we're looking at the serve plus one, or the serve in the first ball. And let's see how this unfolds. Okay, so you saw the mishit on the forehand, and I want to talk about this common mistake that players make. Now, granted, this player is a former college player. She's an advanced player. So if you're watching this video and you're not an advanced player, this footwork I'm going to show you could be too advanced for you. Now, let's go ahead and take you through this point and some things that I noticed. So I'm going to give you some bonus tips on top of the forehand footwork. First of all, I'm not crazy about how she moves the racket first before she tosses the ball. So this is going to throw off her rhythm. We can improve her serve by changing her rhythm at the beginning of the swing. We could do an entire serve analysis on this, but I just want to show you right there that I'm not crazy about it when players move their racket from the starting position to this position before they even release the ball. All right, now let's look at the return. So there's a couple things I like about this return. First of all, the opponent is moving towards the middle to hit a forehand. So he's moving it towards the middle of the court. I really like that a lot. Some players move towards the alley and hit backhands, and then they're off the court. The other thing I like about this forehand that he hits is that he brings his shoulder all the way around. So you can see the rotation happening. The shoulder doesn't short arm it. The shoulder comes all the way around. And this allows him to hit a deep ball, deep return. Now, a couple things I would improve on this return is, first off, I would really try to work on clearing this offhand. You see how the offhand is down? It should actually clear away from the body a little bit more. You would never see Nadal or Federer in this position with the offhand. I'd also probably practice finishing higher most of the time. This is an okay finish because he's on the baseline or just behind the baseline, but typically I like players to finish higher, okay? But overall, I love how he brings the shoulder around and how he moved to the middle. Now, this is the shot in question. We're going to talk about, look at where this ball lands. Let's talk about a key concept in tennis around strategy. If you can return the ball here or here, now I call this middle part of the court right here the cage, and I learned this from Sterling Struther, who's one of my friends and a fellow coach, and he does a great job with strategy and help people understand where to put the ball. I used to just say, hey, return deep down the middle of the court, but he calls this area the cage, and I love this term. We're essentially caging our opponent. And so he's hitting this return to what we call the deuce cage, because she's on the deuce court, the ball lands in the deuce court, and it's in the middle part of the court. This is the deuce cage. This is the ad cage. Typically, we like the return to go to the ad cage. In this case, it's going to the deuce cage, and you're seeing how this player gets jammed up on this return, or on this first ball. So this is where players lose matches. They make the serve, and then they miss the first shot outright. We want to get better at these first shots. Now let's break down this shot in question. I like the first move. The arm is pulled across the body. Backswing's a little bit on the big side, but a lot of players have big backswings and still can make it work. Now, I like the buggy whip here. That looks pretty good. I like to see the racket, see how it comes off to the right-hand side? I'd like to see it hook over the body a little bit more. So a little bit more of a hook so the racket comes over here. That will help with control and spin. But what's really lacking here is the right footwork. Because when you get jammed on a return like this, a lot of times if you just kind of hit and kind of try to step back, you're going to be too close to the ball. Now, she does move away from the ball as she hits it, so she does try to create some space, but she could do an even better job of it, and I want to show you what that's going to look like right now. So what I want to show you now is what I call the switch pattern.
The switch pattern is one of my favorite footwork patterns to teach. I absolutely.
So this is the position the server was in before she hit that ball. And what you're going to notice here as I forward the tape is look at how when the ball is struck, look at how the player jumps, okay, jumps and then rotates the body in the air. So notice what's happening here. Look at how the landing is here, landing on, in this case, the left foot. So we go from the right foot, okay, the right foot to the left foot. That's a full rotation, about 180 degrees. Notice how the body is jumping back and actually jumping back this direction. Now, a lot of players just stand in and then they swing on the forehand right from here. So I'll take it back a little bit. They take it from right here and then they just kind of step back. They don't do a full rotation. They don't jump in the air. And like I said earlier, this is an advanced footwork pattern, but this is what the pros are doing. And I want to show this to you. So if you're a 4.0 or above and you don't have any injuries and you can jump, you should practice the switch pattern when the ball comes back to you deep and it's high. It's up in the strike zone at least. It's not a low ball. It's up here. You want to practice what we call the switch pattern. It's a full 180-degree rotation. Very advanced concept, but I wanted to show that to you today, and it's exactly what the pros are doing. Now, I've studied the pros. I played pro tennis for 11 years, and I've really tried to create a learning system that models the pros, but we want to model the right things. And like I said, this is an advanced concept, so only if you're 4.0, 4.5, or above should you do this. If you're at the 3.5 level, then you probably don't want to do this move, but at least want to educate you so that you can strive to learn how to move the way the pros move. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure your notifications are turned on. And before we go, we have a free gift to offer you. Number one, we want to help you with your footwork. And this free gift is going to reveal the 3 myths that people are falling for when it comes to footwork. I don't want you to fall for it. So if you click somewhere in this video, you're going to be able to learn the 3 footwork myths and easily correct them so that you can improve your movement on the court. We also have another free gift. You can download the Tennis Evolution app. If you click the link in the description below, you can actually get a free course inside the Tennis Evolution app. We have footwork videos, we have forehand videos, serve videos, and strategy videos. These lessons will help you get better and you can take it right on the court with you. I love this free course inside the Tennis Evolution app. You can find that down below as well. Thanks for your time today, and we'll see you at the next lesson.